What happened to masculinity? Has it grown in our time? What has modern society achieved? It has succeeded in eliminating or reducing so-called toxic masculine traits that were once socially acceptable. In today's world, men are moving further away from the positive aspects of masculinity, the kind that makes men confident, hardworking, and driven to achieve their goals. Most modern men are lazier and more lost than ever. They have no ambition or drive. But why are men less masculine? Why do men make up 79% of all suicides on the planet? Why has erectile dysfunction among young men skyrocketed? Why have testosterone levels plummeted in the past decades? Compared to previous generations, men have stopped being men. But this is just a symptom. What is the cause? What key factors make men so weak today? There are three main reasons why modern men are so incredibly physically and emotionally weak. So, let's talk about it. But first, if you want to progress, show your support by hitting like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, drop them in comments, and let's talk. The first reason men have become weaker than ever is a terrible diet and lack of exercise. Many men now completely neglect these seemingly simple things. From an evolutionary standpoint, men have always been hunters. They had to work hard to find and gather food, a process that required being in excellent physical shape. We didn't have an abundance of low-quality, refined food and cheap calories that are easy to get hooked on. Now, most men neglect their physical health entirely. They don't care about eating healthy. Why bother cooking for yourself when you can order delicious delivery food that arrives quickly with no effort? For the modern man, especially city dwellers, it's incredibly easy to become addicted to junk food. Step outside, and cheap, unhealthy food is everywhere. Nowadays, it's much harder to eat fewer calories than to overeat. A bad diet seriously affects men's testosterone levels and mental health. What you eat is what you become. Many of the foods we eat today aren't even real food. This whole process makes life incredibly convenient for men. We no longer need to hunt. We can stay home and eat as much as we want. There's plenty of food, and even more junk food. Most men choose to live this way, staying in their comfort zone and indulging in food and other pleasures. The more challenging task is stepping out of your comfort zone, and that's why people don't want to exercise. Also, it's now socially acceptable not to exercise. Everything has become socially acceptable. It's okay to be fat. It's okay not to work out. It's okay to just sit at home, play video games, or watch short videos all day, killing your attention span. This brings us to the next key reason men are weaker than ever in human history. And the reason is very simple. Because it's easy. It's easy to live without effort. Fewer men today try to step out of their comfort zones. In the modern world, everything comes to us very easily. You might disagree, but think about what it took your grandfathers and great-grandfathers to get what you have by default. On one hand, everything is great. Technology has made life easier. This would be fine if people use these things positively to improve their lives. But in reality, it's the opposite. Most modern men use these benefits in the wrong way. Never before in human history has it been so easy and convenient to get food and instant dopamine hits, social media, Netflix, a vast library of games on Steam. Don't get me wrong, these things aren't bad in moderation and have their place, but most modern men have completely lost the ability to control themselves. Instead of increasing their dominance in the natural environment, in real life, they engage in the simplest forms of sublimation and hedonism. They trick their brains, artificially stimulating them with video games and pornography. Their brains literally tell them that stepping out of their comfort zone is pointless, because all their needs are already met. Why go on a date when you have hundreds of girls on video? Why go to the gym or box when you can eat fries and dominate a teenager online? Anything worthwhile in life doesn't come easy. Creating the most useful and important things in your life will take a lot of time, but it will definitely be worth the effort. The last reason, which I consider the most harmful of all, is pornography. It literally drains you of all your masculinity. For men, it's a kind of drug. immense pleasure with just a few clicks. But it's just a brain trick. Your motivation to fight and conquer disappears because everything you want is already available. Essentially, when you watch porn, you tell your brain that you're having sex. Your brain interprets watching porn as access to unlimited sex, and you lose all motivation to date real girls. When it comes to real interaction with a girl, a man might not know how to act or even be capable of performing. Look up videos on YouTube about how to meet or talk to girls. There are thousands. But why? Interacting with the opposite sex is built into male nature. Of course, experience is needed, but all these tips and tricks show how scared men are of women today. A man who doesn't watch porn and avoids other dark habits walks through life with his head held high and fire in his eyes. He is motivated to go out and get what he truly wants, not just satisfy his lowest needs. Now, my friend, I want to challenge you. For the next month, completely give up watching pornography and start taking your diet and drinking habits seriously. It won't be easy, but we men are used to difficulties and ready to take on challenges. Every time dirty thoughts enter your mind, do 20 push-ups. It will be more beneficial for you. Change your environment. Remove any irritants that might provoke you. Set up blocks on specific sites or apps if necessary. And remember, if you don't take a step today, nothing will change tomorrow. Subscribe and share your journey with us. Until next time.